Hello students, today I am going to start exercise 4.2. See what is given in the first question. Draw the graph of the following linear equations in two variables. It means equation of two variables are given. We have to draw the graph. Since this is a linear equation, it means when we are going to draw the graph of these equations, this is going to represent a single line. Okay? As you know, when 2 points are given, suppose this point A is given and this point B is given. From given 2 points, how many lines can pass? Answer is only one line can pass. From given 2 points, only one line can pass. It means when we are going to draw the graph of this equation, it means we have find at least two values. Okay? We have to find at least two values of the given equation. Now see how I am going to find the values. For finding at least two values, I am going to use 0-0 method. What is 0-0 method? See on the board. This is very simple method to draw the graph of any pair of linear equation in two variables. Whenever linear equation in two variables is given and you are going to draw the graph, at least 2 points, 2 passing points you have required. For this I am going to use 0-0 method. I take first x0, after that I am going to take y0. See carefully, I write it diagonally, not upon. I take x0, next time I take y0. Now write down the given equation. In this equation I am going to take x0. Okay? It means instead of 0 I am going to write, instead of x I am going to write 0. Okay, when I take x0, what is left? 0 plus y become y and y is equal to 4. When x is 0, the value of y become 4. Next, write down this equation again. In this time we are going to take y0. Okay? Now see, y becomes 0. Instead of y I write 0. Now x plus 0 is equal to x, and which is equal to 4. So value of x become 4. This is the required values of the given equation. Now I want to draw the graph of this equation. Now see, this can be written as 0 and 4. We have to find the value of x first, after that y value. Similarly, this become 4 and 0. Okay? Now I want to draw the point this 0 and 4. I want to take x0. As you know, when two lines intersect each other, this point is known as origin. At origin, value of x and y both are 0. Okay? I take x0. So x0 is here. After that y is 4. Where is y 4? This is y 4. So the coordinates of this point become 0 and 4. In this point, value of x is 0 and y is given 4. So this is the first point of the given equation. Now next time y is 0. Where is y 0? At this point y is 0. And the value of x is given 4. Where is that value of x is 4? Here. So this point becomes 4 and 0. Now I want to join these 2 points by using scale. See, when we are going to join these 2 points, this is the required graph line of the given pair of linear equation in two variables. This is the graph line of first equation. Write down here x plus y equal to 4. This is the graph of this equation. Okay? I hope it is clear to all. Now I want to solve the second part. Now see how I am going to solve. Now I am going to draw the table of this linear equation in two variables. Same method I am going to use. 0-0 method. First I take x0, next time I am going to take y0. Okay, I write diagonally. So write down the given equation. This is the given equation. First time I am going to take x0. So instead of x I write 0. After that minus y and 2 remain same. Now see, this become minus y equal to 2. So value of y become minus 2. So I write here minus 2. Clear? Now next time write down this equation again. In this time I am going to take y0. So I am going to write 0 instead of y. Instead of y I write 0. Now x minus 0 is x and 2 is going to remain same. So value of x become 2. These are the two minimum value which we have required to draw the graph. Now I am going to plot these 2 points on the graph. I am going to take same graph. Okay? Now what is given? x0. Where is x0? In this point x is 0. Next point is minus 2. So you have to read as 0 and minus 2. I take x0, value of y is minus 2. Where is minus 2? Here. Downward negative sign is there. So I take this point. So coordinates of this point become 0 and minus 2. Okay? Now next one is y0 and x2. So it means 2 and 0. Y value is 0 and x value is 2. Where is y0? In this point y is 0. And next point I want to take x2. Where is x2? The value of x2 is here. So this coordinates become, the coordinates of this point become 2 and 0. Write down the x value first, after that y value. Now these are the two required points. Now I want to join these 2 points. When I want to join these 2 points, this is the required graph line of the second equation. Now see, I want to join this line. When I join this line, this is the required graph line of the given equation. Equation is x minus y equal to 2. Okay, this is a simple method to draw the graph of an equation. Okay, minimum 2 points you have to require, and use always 0 0 method. Now I want to solve fourth part of this question number 1. In this we have to draw the graph of this equation. So this equation can be written as 2x plus y equal to 3. Okay, now I want to make the table of this equation first. I want to use again 0 0 method. First term I take x0, next term I want to take y0. Okay, write down the given equation. After writing first equation, I want to take x0. First time I want to take x0. It means instead of x, I want to write 0. When instead of x, I write 0, 2 into 0 becomes 0. And 0 plus y is equal to y. So value of y becomes 3. It means when we take x0, value of y becomes 3. Now write down the same equation again. 2x plus y equal to 3. Now second time I want to take y0. So I want to write 0 instead of y. Okay. Now 2x plus 0 is 2x, which is equal to 3. So value of x become 3 by 2. When I take this number 2 from left to right, this is going to lies in their denominator. Now when we divide 3 by 2, so this become 1.5. So value of x become 1.5. See, when we are going to divide 3 by 2, 2 ones are 2. What is left? 1. After taking decimal, I write 0. After that, 2 5s are 10. So when we divide 3 by 2, answer become 1 by 5. 1.5. So I write here 1.5. It means when we take y0, so x become 1.5. So I write here 1.5. Okay. Now I want to plot these points on the graph line. So what is given? x0. Where is x0? In this point x is 0. Value of y is 3. Where is 3? This is 3. So this becomes 0 and 3. Write down the x value first, after that y value. So this becomes 0 and 3. Next time y0. Where is y0? At this origin point y is 0. And the value of x is given 1.5. See, where 1.5 lies? This is going to represent 2. And this is going to represent 1. Between 1 and 2, which point lies? 1.5 lies. It means value of 1.5 lies in this point. Okay? So, this is the required second point, 1.5 and 0. Now, I want to join these 2 points. When I join these 2 points, this is the required graph line of the given equation. Join these 2 points. This is the required graph line of the given equation. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Now I want to solve second question of exercise 4.2. See the statement. Give the equations of 2 lines passing from this point. We have to write 2 equations which are going to passing from this point. And next question is, how many more such lines are there and why? So, suppose this is the point. From one point, how many lines can pass? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many lines can pass? Answer is infinite. infinite number of line can pass from a given single point. So this is the answer. How many more such lines are passed? So you have to write here, from one point, infinite numbers of lines can pass. Okay, from infinite number of lines I am going to write the equation of only two lines. Okay, I am going to write the equation of two lines. Suppose this is first line, this is second line. I am going to write the equation of these two lines. Okay, now see what is the method. I suppose let x plus y equal to k be the equation which is passing from given point 2 and 14. I suppose this equation is going to pass from the given points 2 and 14. It means I am going to put in the value of x 2 and y equal to 14 in this equation. If I take x equal to 2 in this equation and y equal to 14, the value of k become 14 plus 2 is 16. The value of k become 16. Now substitute this value here. So right here, therefore required equation of line is x plus y. Instead of k, write down 60. So this is the first equation which is going to pass from the given passing point. In this question we have to find two equations. So write down again, let 2x plus 3y equal to k. I suppose this line is going to pass from the same point. Let 2x plus 3y equal to k be the equation passing from 2 and 14. Same, I want to write the value of x 2 and value of y 4 in the given equation. So instead of x I want to write 2, instead of y I want to write 14, because this equation is going to pass from this point. It means these points are going to satisfy this equation. These are the solution of this equation. This is the reason I want to take x equal to 2 and y equal to 14. Equal to k is there. 2 2s are 4, 3, 14 3s are 42 equal to k. 42 plus 4, 46. The value of k become 46. So therefore required equation is 2x plus 3y, value of k become 46. So I write here 46. This is the second equation which is going to pass from the given point. If you write more, you can write 2x plus 2y equal to k, or x minus 2y equal to k, or 2x plus y equal to k. In this way you can find so many equations which are going to passing from the given point. Okay, this is the answer of this question. Now I am going to solve question number 3 of exercise 4.2. Read the statement. What is given? If the point 3 4 lies on the graph of the equation this, find the value of a. It means when we are going to draw the graph of this linear equation, this point is going to satisfy this equation. This point is going to lie on the graph of this equation. It means these are the solution of this equation. When this are the solution of this equation, so I am going to write the value of x equal to 3 here and value of y 4 here. After putting x and y value in this linear equation, I am going to find the value of a. Okay, so I write here, put x equal to 3 and y equal to 4 in given equation. 3y equal to ax plus 7. Okay, so instead of y I am going to write 4. I write here 4, and value of x is given 3, so I write here 3 plus 7. 3 4s are 12. 3 into a become 3a plus 7. I take this 7 from right to left, so this become positive to negative. So write here 12 minus 7 equal to 3a. 12 minus 7, how much? 5. 5 equal to 3a. The value of a become, this is going to multiply with a. It means when I take this number from right to left, this is going to divide 5. So value of a become 5 by 3. So answer is, the value of a become 5 by 3. This is the required answer of the given question. Now we are going to solve question number 4 of exercise 4.3. Now see what is given in the statement. In question number 4, the taxi fare in a city is as follows. It means we are going to hire a taxi, and the fare of taxi is as follows. For first kilometer, when we are going to travel first 1 kilometer by taxi, the fare is going to taken 8 rupees. For subsequent distance, means after 1 kilometer, if we are going further, then the cost of per kilometer is rupees 1, rupees 5. Okay, after 1 kilometer, per kilometer is going to charge by rupees 5. And it is given the total distance is x kilometer, and the total fare is rupees y. Write a linear equation for the given information. I want to use this information to write a linear equation in two variables, and after writing linear equation we have to draw the graph also. Okay, before starting this question I want to tell you one example. Suppose this distance be a 5 kilometer. This is a 5 kilometer distance. Distance A and B is 5 kilometer. Okay, suppose this is 1 kilometer distance. This distance is 1 kilometer. If this distance is 1 kilometer, the remaining distance is, easily you can find. If this is 1 kilometer and total distance 5, it means remaining distance is 4, and 4 plus 1 become 5. Okay, if total distance is 5 and this is going to represent 1 kilometer, the remaining distance become 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 equal to 4, and easily you can check 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. This total distance become 5. Okay, now what is given in the question? For first kilometer he is going to charge rupees 8. It means for first kilometer the charge of is rupees 8, and the remaining for per kilometer distance he is going to charge rupees 5. Okay, now I want to check how much money he is going to pay according to this question. For 1 kilometer he is going to pay rupees 8. I am going to multiply 8 by 1. For remaining 4 kilometer he is going to pay rupees 5 per kilometer. It means I am going to multiply 4 by 5. So this become 8 ones are 8, 4 5s are 20. The total cost become 28 rupees. If he is going to travel 5 kilometer by using this fare, he have to pay rupees 28. Okay, this is, I take one example. Okay, now see what is given in this question. In this question total distance and total fare is given. Okay, total distance and total fare is given. I take this distance x kilometer. X kilometer distance is given. And what is the total fare? Total fare is given rupees y. To travel x kilometer he is going to pay rupees y. Okay, again I suppose this one is 1 kilometer. If this distance is 1 kilometer, the remaining distance is, simply subtract 1 from x. So in this way this is the remaining distance, x minus is the remaining distance. Now add these two. When I add x minus 1 plus 1, see minus plus cancel, what is that? X. It means total distance become x. Okay, if this is 1 kilometer and total distance x kilometer, it means remaining distance is x minus 1 kilometer. Now according to question, for 1 kilometer he is going to pay rupees 8, and the remaining distance he is going to pay rupees 5. Now I want to check how much money he going to pay. So again 1 into 8, 8. Now I am to multiply x minus 1 by 5. In this way he will, this is the total fare and it is given. Total fare is y. So I write here y. Because total fare is given. So I write here y. So 8 ones are 8. 5 into x, 5x, and 5 minus 5, minus 5. Now see, 8 minus 5, 3, plus 5x equal to y. This is the required equation in two variables. Now I convert the given situation in the equation. Now we have to draw the graph of this equation also. It means we have to draw the table. Now I am going to make the table of this equation. I write 3 plus 5x equal to y. Again I am going to use 0, 0 method. Minimum two values is required to making the graph. So I take one time x0, another time y0. Okay? Write down the given equation again. 3 plus 5x equal to y. In first time I want to take x0. So I am going to write value of 0. Instead of x I am going to write 0. When I write instead of x 0, so this becomes 5 into 0, 0. And this 3 is going to remain same. Now 3 plus 0 is 3. So value of y become 3. So I write here 3. I hope it is clear. Now next time write down the given equation again. I write it again. Now in this time I am going to take y0. So instead of y I write 0. So this becomes x plus 5 equal to 0. I take this 3 from right, left to right. So this become 5x equal to minus 3. The value of x become minus 3 upon 5. When you divide minus 3 by 5, so this become minus 0.6. So this I write 0.6. How this become? See on the board. I want to divide 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Now this is the smaller number, so I take decimal. After taking decimal, I write 0. 5 6 are 30. So answer become 0.6. So negative sign is there, so I write here minus 0.6. So instead of x, I write minus 0.6. Now I want to plot the given points in the graph. So what is given? X is 0. Where is x 0? At the origin, x is 0. Value of y is given 3. Where is value of y is 3? In this point. So coordinates become 0 and 3. This is the first point of the given equation. After that, what is given? Y equal to 0. Where is y 0? At origin, y is 0. Next, value of x is given negative. Negative is in left side, positive in right side. So I want to take this point on the left. Point is 0.6. Now see, between 1 and 0. Between 1 and 0, which point is lies? Minus 0.5. After this 0.5, next box is going to represent which point? Minus 0.6. On when you are going to plot this point on graph paper, there are 10 boxes. Between every point there are 10 boxes. The middle line is going to represent 0.5. After point, next one is going to represent 0.6. So this is the point which is going to represent 0.6. So x values came and y values 0. So the coordinates become 0.06 and 0. So this is the second point. Now join these 2 points. When you join these 2 points, this is the required graph line of the given equation. Now in this way you join these 2 lines. When you join these 2 lines, this is the required graph line of the given equation. I hope it is clear now. Now I am going to solve question number 5 of exercise 4.3. From the choices given below, choose the equation whose graph are given in the figure. Now in the figure, one graph line is given. Now we have to check. There are 4 options. 4 equations are there. We have to check whose equation this graph line is. Now how we check? I am going to check these 3 points. This graph line having 3 points. This graph line passing from 3 points. First is minus 1 and 1. Second one is 0 and 0. Third one is 1 and minus 1. If I substitute all the values of any one of the given required equations, if all these values are going to satisfy the equation this, then this is going this equation is going to represent this graph line. If not, then I am going to check second equation. I substitute all these values in this equation. If all these values are going to satisfy this equation, it means this is the graph line of this. If not, then I am going to check next. If not, then I am going to check. In this way, I am going to check one by one all the equations. Okay? Now I am going to check first equation. I am going to substitute all the values in the equation. Okay? Now, as you know, this is going to represent x and this is going to represent y. It means instead of x, I am going to write -1. Instead of y, I am going to write 1. Now see, 1 is equal to -1. No, this is not equal. It means left hand side is not equal to right hand side. It means this is not the solution of given equation. It means y equal to 1 is not equation of the given graph line. Okay? Now I want to check second equation. I write second equation here. X plus y equal to 0. I want to substitute this value one by one. First I write when it is passing from 1 and -1. So instead of x, I want to write -1. Instead of y, I write 1 equal to 0. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. It means left hand side is equal to right hand side. This point is going to satisfy the given equation. Now I want to check second point. So I write here when x plus y equal to 0, passing from 0 0, when this graph line is going to passing from 0 0. So instead of x, I write 0. Instead of y, I write 0. 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. It means left hand side is equal to right hand side. This point is going to satisfy the given equation. I want to check next one. I write here when x plus y equal to 0, passing from which point? 1 and -1. So instead of x, I want to write 1. Instead of y, I want to write -1 equal to 0. As you know, 1 minus 1 is 0. So left hand side equal to right hand side. All the 3 points are going to satisfy this equation. It means this graph line is going to represent by this equation. So your answer is, this is the graph line of second one. X plus y equal to 0. If this is not going to satisfy this equation, then I am going to check next. Okay? If it is not, then I am going to check this. In this way, I want to check all the equation. If second equation is going to satisfy the given all the points, you need not to check others. Okay? You need not to check the others. This is your answer. Okay? Is it clear? Now I want to solve question number 6 of exercise 4.3. Read the statement first. What is given? If work done by the body on the application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body, express this in the form of an equation in 2 variables and also draw the graph of the same by taking constant force equal to 5 units. We have to draw the graph of given equation by using constant force equal to 5 units. Also read from the graph work done by the distance traveled by the body when x equal to 2 and y and when x equal to 2 and x equal to 0. Okay? Now, this is the science question. This is science question in your maths book. Okay? I am going to use one formula to solve this question. The formula is work done by the body. Work done by the body is equal to force multiplied by distance. In your science book, it is displacement. Displacement or distance is the same. So I want to use this formula. Work done is equal to force multiplied by distance. Okay? Now, see how much force is given. I am going to draw the graph of the linear equation 2 variable when the constant force is 5 units. It means force is given. Force is given 5 units. Okay, I am going to draw the graph when the force is 5 units. It means force is given. After that, this one is and this one is not given. So I want to suppose let work done by the body B y unit. I suppose that the work done by the body B y unit, and this distance I suppose x, and distance traveled by body B x unit. Okay, but I suppose that work done by the body B y unit and the distance traveled by the body B x unit. By according to this formula, instead of work done I write y, instead of force I write phi, because it is given in the question you have to take force phi unit, and instead of distance I write x. So this is the required equation of the given situation. Okay, it's become very simple when you are going to use this formula. Now I want to draw the graph of this equation. For this I want to draw the table. Minimum two solutions is required to making the graph line of any linear pair of two equations. So I want to write down the two solutions of the given equation. So write here x and y. X is going to represent distance. So I write here distance traveled by the body. This x-axis is going to travel distance, and y is going to represent work done. So this y-axis is going to represent work done. So I write here work done by the body, and this is the distance of the distance traveled by the body. Okay. So minimum two solutions is there required. So I take one time x0 and second time take x equal to 1. When I take x equal to 0, so x becomes 0. So 5 into 0 becomes 0. So value of y also 0. Next time I take x equal to 1. So I write here 1. 5 ones are 5. So value of y becomes 5. This is the required minimum two solution of the given equation. Now I want to represent this solution on the graph. So first point is 0, 0. So this 0, 0 is going to represent origin. After that, x value is given 1 and y value is 5. So x value is 1 here and the value of 5 is here. So this is going to represent by the point 1 and 5. Now I want to join this point. When I want to join these 2 points, so this is the required graph of the given equation. This is the required graph of the given equation. So this is your answer. Clear? Now see, one more thing is there. After drawing the graph, next question is also read from the graph. It means I'm going to use this graph for solving these 2 parts. Also read from the graph work done and the distance traveled by the body is 2 unit. When distance traveled by the body is 2 unit, means this is the value of x, and second part, in first time value of x is 2, in second time value of x is 0. I want to check the value of these 2 on the graph line. When x equal to 2, what happened? When x equal to 0, what happened? When x equal to 0, then the y is also 0. When I take x equal to 0, then the value of y is also 0. It means when distance is going to travel 0 unit, so then work done by the body is also 0 unit. It means when x equal to 0, so this implies y is also 0. When distance is traveled by 0 unit, it means work done is also 0. Okay. Now I want to check when distance traveled by 2 unit, what happened on the work done. This is the distance traveled by 2 unit. Take this 2 towards the graph line. I want to take this point towards the graph line. See where it's going to meet. I take this point towards the graph line. See where it's going to touch. This is going to touch here. And from here, what is the value of y? When x equal to 2, then the value of y is 10 unit. It means when the body is going to travel 2 unit, work done is 10 unit. So x equal to 2, then y become 10. This is the answer. When x is 2, y is 10, and x equal to 0, y is 0. This is the answer of the given question. Now I want to solve question number 7 of exercise 4.3. Read the statement first. Yamini and Fatima, 2 students are there. 2 students of class 9s are there of a school. Together contribute rupees 100. They are going to contribute both 100 rupees towards PM relief fund. Yamini and Fatima are going to contribute both 100 rupees towards PM relief fund. Write a linear equation of the given situation. We have to write the linear equation of this situation and draw the graph also. Okay. Now what is given? Yamini and Fatima both contribute rupees 100 towards PM relief fund. We are going to represent this situation as a linear equation in two variables. Since two variables are there, so I want to suppose both separately. So write here, let Yamini donate rupees X. Let Yamini donate rupees X and Fatima donate rupees Y towards PM relief fund. Okay, since it is given both the contribution is rupees 100. So according to question, X plus Y, this is donation of Yamini, this is the donation of Fatima. Both when I going to add is going to represent 100 rupees because contribution of both is 100 rupees. So this is the required equation of the given statement. So now next step is we have to draw the graph of this equation. So for drawing graph of the given equation, we have required minimum two solution of the given equation. In this I am going to use 0, 0 method. What is 0, 0 method? Take one time x0, next time y0. Write down the given equation. Take x0. So instead of x, I write 0. So 0 plus y, 0. So value of y become 100. Write here 100. Next time write given equation again. In this time take y0. So instead of y, I want to write 0. X plus 0 is x and this become equal to 100. So value of x become 100. Now I have to plot the given 2 points on the graph line. See, this is your graph line. I write here 10, 20, 100 and 100 here. First point is x, next point is 100. So I want to represent 0 and 100 on the graph line. So x0 is here. This is the origin. And y100 is in this point. So point becomes 0 and 100. This is the first point on the graph line. Next time take x equal to 100 and y0. Where y is 0? In this point y is 0. And the value of x is 100. So point become this. So this become 100 and 0. Now join these 2 points. When you are going to join these 2 points, this is the required graph of the given equation. This is your answer. Now I want to solve last question. Question number 8 of exercise 4.3. See what is given. In a country like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, but in India is like Celsius. Here is one linear equation to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius and Celsius to Fahrenheit. This formula is given. Now some parts are there. There are 5 parts. In first part, what is given? Draw the graph of the linear equation using Celsius as x-axis. In this question, we have to use Celsius as x-axis. It means I want to take Celsius as x. And for the Fahrenheit, we are going to take as y-axis. Using Fahrenheit as y-axis and Celsius as x-axis, we have to draw the graph of this equation. So instead of F, I want to write y. And instead of C, I want to write x. This is the required linear equation in 2 variables. 2 variables are there. Okay, now I want to draw the graph. For drawing graph, as you know, minimum 2 solutions are required to make graph of any linear equation. So I want to find those values. See, 2 values are required, so I take x0 and 1. Now I want to take x0 in this equation. So instead of x, I want to write 0 because I take x equal to 0 and 32 remains same. As you know, 0 into something is 0 and 32 plus 0 is 32. So value of y becomes 32. So write here 32. Okay. Now next time I take x equal to 1. So I want to substitute the value of x 1 here. I want to write this equation again. 9 by 5. Now in this time I want to write 1 instead of x because I take x as 1. Now see, instead of 1 you can take beta 5. This become easier because 5 is going to cancel with 5. Okay, instead of 1 you can take 5. This 5 is going to cancel with 5. 32 plus 9 is equal to 41. So when x equal to 5, the value of y become 41. Now I want to represent these 2 points on the graph line. Now what is given? X equal to 0. Where x is 0? At the origin or intersecting of 2 lines. This is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. Okay? When two axes intersect each other, that point is known origin, and at origin x and y are both 0. X is 0, so this is going to represent x0 and the value of y is 32. Where this 32 lies? See, between 30 and 35, 32.5 is there. Take 0.5 lesser, so this point is going to represent 32. So I write here 0 and 32. This is the first point. Okay. Now next time what is given? X equal to 5. Where is x equal to 5? In this point x is 5 and y is given 41. 41 is where? This is 40. Above one that point this become 41. So I want to join these 2 points. So this is the next point. This is written 5 and after that 41 because this point is going to represent 41. So this is the second point, this is the first point. Now we join these 2 points. This is the required graph line of the given equation. Okay, this is the required graph of the given equation. So first part we done. Now I want to solve second part. Read what is given in the second part. If temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, now temperature is given 30 degrees Celsius. Temperature is given in 30 degrees Celsius. We have to convert. Then what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? If temperature in Celsius is given 30 degree, it means C is given 30 degree. When C is 30 degree, then what is the value of F? So instead of C, I want to write 30. Write 30 instead of C. And remaining all terms remain same. 5 1s are 5, 5 6 are 30, 9 5 6 are 54 plus 32. This becomes 6, 86. When in Celsius it is 30 degree and in Fahrenheit it is known as 86 degree. Okay? 36 degree is also equal to in Fahrenheit 86 degree. When C is 30, then F become 86. This is the second part. In third part, it is given. In third part, if F is 95 degree Fahrenheit, when the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, okay, 95 degree Fahrenheit, then what is the value in Celsius? So I want to replace this F by 95. So instead of F, I write 95. Remaining all terms I write as it is. C is there. Plus 32. Take this 32 from right to left. So this become positive to negative. After that, what is left? 9 by 5 into C. Now 5 minus 2 is 3. 9 minus 3 is 63. I take this 9 by 5 from right to left. So this become in its reciprocal. Okay. 9 7s are 63. 7 5s are 35. So in Celsius, this become 35. If temperature in Fahrenheit is 95, it is known as in Celsius 35 degree. Both are the same. This is the third part. Now see, fourth part. If the temperature is 0 degree Celsius, then what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? Take C equal to 0. Take C equal to 0. Then check what is the value in F. So I am going to write the given formula as it is. Okay. Now in this C is 0. So instead of C I write 0. As you know, 0 into something 0. This becomes 0. 0 plus 32 is 32. It means when temperature in Celsius 0 degree, it is known as 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Now second part is also there. If F is 0, Then what is in Celsius? So write down the given formula again. F equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. Now instead of F I want to take 0. Okay. Now this 32 become negative. What is left? 9 by 5 into C. I take this 9 by 5 from left to right. So this become minus 32. 5 by 9 is equal to C. Now multiply these two. 5 2s are 10. 5 6s are 50. Minus and 9 is there. 3 3s are 9. 3 5s are 10. 3 5s are 15 and 0. In Celsius this become minus 50 by 3. Or it become in decimal. Okay. Now in last part, what is given? In fifth part, if is temperature is there a temperature which is numerically same both Fahrenheit and Celsius? In this question we have to check whether there is any value which is going to same in Fahrenheit and Celsius. Okay. For this I suppose let F and C both equal to X, because exact value I don't know what is the in Fahrenheit and Celsius which values are equal. So I take F and C both equal to X. So instead of F and C I want to write X. So F become X, this become also X, and this become 32. I take this term from right to left. So this become X minus 9X upon 5 equal to 32. Take LCM. LCM of 5 and 1 is 5. 5 into X, 5X minus 9X equal to 32. Okay. Now this become minus 4X upon 5 equal to 32. So this implies value of X become 32 into this become in reciprocal 5 upon minus 4. 4 8 is 32. So X become minus 40. So there is one value in Celsius and Fahrenheit which is equal to minus 40. It means when we take C equal to minus 40, F is also minus 40. When we take F equal to minus 40, C become also minus 40. There is only one value which is going to represent both value equal. I hope it is clear now.